garage. Good morning. Welcome to Garage. It's pretty good. It's been a while since Kyle's been in here. What you doing, Kyle?
Well, since our metal situation is not up to standard, I'm gonna attempt to build a rack today.
Yeah.
So I'll ask a few questions, but what do you got going on?
Well, we're working on the G35 again. I'm trying to get it ready for the track. So, got some of these Voodoo 13 arms we're gonna throw on. And then I'm gonna need your help again because we're gonna get some new seats because you know that seating position sucks. You've seen us fight that. So we're gonna get back into pulling some of the interior out, at least the front seats because they're kind of stuck. I might mess with it just to see if we can get it to work just for fun, but we're gonna rip all that out and put some decent seats in it so we're not sliding all over. And then get the rear arms under control so we can adjust what we had done when we lowered it. So we'll get moving on that. And then Kyle, I'll hit you back later when I need you. Yeah. We'll drop in and see what you're doing and if you have to have some stuff bent up.
Right on. Let me know when you need some brackets.
Let's go to work. Look at that. Look, bring the seat back up. What? Bring it forward. Oh man, look at this. You can adjust the seat position. It was like these things are worn out in here and wasn't contacting it correctly. So you can see these are like individual. See that one move forward? That one moves it back. It's nuts. But those things are stripped out in there, so if we had a different one, it'd be better. Well, it works. Let's rip it out. I'm gonna move this back onto the lift. I was gonna take the seats off, but then I realized it's gonna be hard for me to move it back and forth without the seats. Okay. So I'm just gonna put the suspension on now. I'll just wait until Casey gets them and then we'll put the seats on. But for now, I'm gonna back this up, put the Voodoo 13 stuff on the rear. All right, let's see what we got here. Rear toe arms, rear camber arms, rear traction rods, and adjustable end links. So, I'm gonna get all this stuff out. All right, let's get this stuff out of the packages and throw them on. This old stock crap off, and we can adjust this now, so. Whew. All right, now putting on, well, if you don't know, you can watch us live on Twitch.
Everyone's just gonna be like, Hurt doesn't do anything, he just watches and he's just on Twitch all the time. Well, so what if it's true?
There you have it. But actually what I was doing is, I already put a few rods on, but I gotta put the camber arms on now. And what I had to do is take the sway bar off to get this bolt out, the eccentric bolt. And so I flipped it around when I put these back in, so I don't have to take this off anymore. If I have a problem, I can pull these back out. Because this bolt was going this direction, which means I had to take the sway bar off. I don't want to do that anymore, so I flipped it around. And we're not using this anymore for camber because this is going to be our camber adjustment. So these things are slick. I really like this Voodoo 13 stuff. It makes it very simple to put on, but I'm gonna finish putting these on and get on the ground. I set everything to a stock alignment setting, so I measured everything out on the floor and then made everything exactly the same. And then we'll see from there when I set it on the ground where it has to be adjusted. Maybe we'll get out the winter liner if we have to, so get done.
like the nicest seats they gave us. These things are sick.
Damn! Those are wicked.
Yeah. Oh, are these the Prismas?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, the Prismas, that's their new boys.
Wow. Well, this car just went next level. Don't look at it. Anyway, Kyle's got some stuff going on over there. It's looking well, but over here, we're done. Look at that. This Video 13 stuff is awesome. It's actually a pleasure to put on. It's super nice. Everything fit really easily. I cut that out because the factory one wouldn't come out, just to make it simple if we have to do it in the future, but it's super nice. So everything's tightened up, torqued down, and even down to the new sway bar end links, which are sick, super adjustable. So what I'm gonna do is put the wheels on, adjust everything. Oh, and if you don't know, this has what was that bucket there that held the spring. You can see where that was for the tow arm, and that had this big bucket on it, which the BC coilover is eliminated. Now, Voodoo 13 eliminates that big bulky piece that we don't need there, so everything's easy to work on. And then we have a camber adjustment now, caster, and adjustable sway bar. So everything's super adjustable. We could go lower if we want, or if we need more traction, we could take out some of the camber. But I'm gonna put it on the ground, see what it looks like. Got it sitting on the ground, looking at the alignment, and it's fairly close. However, this side I feel is a little bit towed out. You can see that lip is there. That's a bit towed out, and this one is a bit towed in. So we're gonna even that out a little bit, and then we should be golden. Everything else looks really good. I feel like I totally know what they need to do. So you see, if I twist it like this, that's towing it in, and this is towing it out. So I'm towing it in just a bit. I'll exaggerate it just so you can see, okay? So like, see that? See that move? Just a quick flick of the wrist, pretty easy to adjust. We'll go in a little more. Actually, one twist is pretty good adjustment on this. It's pretty easy to overdo it. That looks pretty good.
What's the importance of adjusting the toe?
So adjusting toe, this going in and out like that. For drifting, it's pretty important because you can kind of make the car behave a little bit differently. So I'm towing it in a little bit because when we're gonna hit it, it's just gonna squat a little bit. We want it as even as possible. Generally, I like to do it almost zero. I tow it in just a little bit, so when it squats, it'll come out to just about zero, so you have an even contact patch and everything's really stable. If it is towed out, it'll make it feel a little bit happy in the back, like it'll want to over-rotate. And sometimes when it's towed in, it feels like it wants to bite a little bit before you get in there. It's just an odd feeling. And it's kind of a preference of feel of what you like. Depends on how soft the suspension is and stuff too, and kind of the rate of travel and everything else. So, I mean, this is basically a factory car, so having it close to factory is good. And that's kind of what we're at right now, is trying to get it pretty close to factory, so just enough camber to fit inside here, and then just a little bit of toe in. And then the caster we don't really have to change at all. So it's good.
So if it was still stock, how would you adjust the toe?
That's adjustable. It's what they call an eccentric bolt. It's like a cam bolt, basically. When you spin this, you see that there? That will rotate this bolt, and this is slotted, so it'll move the bolt in and out. So this can move in and out, and there's different marks for that, but we're not using that because there's so much adjustability here. You can use that if you want for more, but that's, I mean, extreme, because these have a lot of adjustment, so we'll never have to use that. That's something when you see guys that have like super camber gang stuff, like they modify a bunch of stuff, but this has a lot of adjustments, so you can get away with a lot. It's pretty sweet. Oh boy.
What's up, Dan?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Pulling these damn seats out. Oh, there they are. It's a weird cover. Glad we detailed this, Diego.
Turned out pretty good.
Found a quarter. Here's your tip. we took the old seats out. We're working on the steering wheel right now. Casey wants to learn how to do it because I know he wants to do it to his car. But took the old ones out and they're really high. I sat one of the new NRG seats in there and it's sick. Sits really low, but we're gonna have to make some rails and we ran out of wire on the machine. So we'll see where we're at with that. But real quickly, I'm gonna put that steering wheel in and then maybe get the welder set up and put these seats in. Alright, throw it back on for you.
Is it good?
Just, yeah, but like smack the bottom, smack the top. Loosen it up a little bit. There you go, that's it. Now if you don't do that, if you don't hit it, you'll be pulling on the front.
And you'll hit yourself in the face.
And you'll hit yourself in the face if you don't put that on there. Alright, easily with this. Easy. We want to be, I'm just kidding. So this goes to the wheel, and then this would go in place of this, which usually has a hub that goes onto there. So we have to get that out in order to get this on.
What is that?
Who cares?
Yeah, but what is it?
What the hell is that? It's wiring. Goodness.
It's a motorcycle now.
Oh yeah, great.
Son, that's it. So, hammer that to John. That's tight.
It's easy.
All right, so I got the sliders all mounted up to the seat. Fits pretty nice. I love where it sits with the steering wheel and everything. But what I'm gonna have to do is make a base bracket. And by me, I mean I'm going to measure this up and I'm gonna have Kyle cut it out on plasma. Similar to what we did on Shark Cart, we just did one big bracket that just went across here and we'll have to bend it a little bit. But a majority will pick up the rest of the seat. So shouldn't be too bad, fairly simple. Should be rad. We'll make this work.
Okay, 20 minutes later, here we are. Let's do this. Yo, that's how much room Dan gave me. Look at this side too. Not a lot of room to work with.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the one right there, right? That's it.
3/16, baby. 3/16. They don't come like this from the factory.
We'll pick up our new carpet, man. She's fresh now, okay?
Did you see this, Diego? The new setup?
Man,
Got the steel.
no more running into when you try to walk around that corner.
Damn.
Get jabbed in the nuts with some jagged metal. Happens daily. All right, man. Let's see it. Oh God.
Keep going so we can get out of here tonight.
All righty then. Welcome to Garage. That's rad. We should stick with that as the new intro, Kyle.
Okay.
All right, bud. Works great. Thanks, Kyle.
Does the steering wheel look cool?
No. It's fucking awesome. It does, yeah. It's real sick.
I want to buy one. I want a coupe.
You don't want a coupe? You want 4 doors.
Why?
You got babies.
It's a party car, man.
A coupe has a back seat.
The coupe back seat sucks.
At least it has a back seat.
I'll sit back there with him. How are you going to give you instructions if I can't even fit back there? And I'm little. Kyle made up this seat bracket, works pretty well. We did a very basic thing. I just marked the edges of this and just sat the seat where I wanted it, and that was in the middle of the range, so it can still go forward, it can still come backward. It's a big seat. We did it for all the big guys here, but it's a little bit too big, and it kind of hits in the shoulders. We might have to do a little clearancing on the B pillars, but we'll worry about that later. For now, I'm just gonna weld this on, get the seat in, and go home, because it's late. Diego wants to go home. I want to go home.
I live here.
Yeah, Casey lives somewhere around here.
Bro, there's broken glass in there.
All right, NRG seat is in. Thanks to Kyle for making us up that sweet bracket. And this new seat is fabulous. I love it. Fits great, feels good, and it has sliders. So it's for the big guys and for the little guys like me. And we got the new wheel, which is absolutely awesome. I love it. I love the way this telescopes in the G35. So I feel really comfortable in this car, which is awesome. So we're gonna shred this thing at the track tomorrow. And another good thing, we got the Voodoo 13 suspension kit in the rear. So the alignment is good enough anyway for my eyeballs. We'll have to get back and do it again with Wonder Aligner later, but it's good enough to shred tomorrow. Didn't get to the passenger seat because kind of running out of time. It's a little bit late. Hey, everybody wants to go home. We're gonna go to the track tomorrow, watch daily transmission. It will be at the BurnYard in this, and you'll get to see us actually ripping this. Thanks for watching. Ow, something just went in my eye. So we've made some pretty good progress on the G35. We're gonna continue to make some more progress on it. We're gonna get that out to the BurnYard and shred it, but we need a name for it. We need a kind of a paint scheme for it. Comment below, let us know what you think. We're gonna get this out, thrash it very soon. So you gotta comment, you gotta let us know. Probably the next one. So comment on this one and the next one. And then comment on if you like it, which you're going to because it's already sick and we're all super pumped about it. So click subscribe, keep watching. Thank you for watching. I'm leaving.